Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Counting on fans think Jana Duggar has DS syndrome. Counting on alum Jana Duggar has been making a lot of fans worry amid her online absence. There are speculations that the 34-year-old stepped away from social media for good due to the CSA arrest of her brother Josh. However, she still appears in some of her sister's vlogs and social media posts. But some Redditors think Jana may be going through a condition, which may have affected her desire to stay in touch online. Keep reading to see the shocking discussion. Counting on. How's Jana Duggar today? Despite her online absence, Jana continues to stay in touch with many of her siblings. In February, the Counting On alum went to a salon with her sisters, Joyanna and Johanna, to get a manicure. Many have also noticed her new straight blonde look, which is different from her usual brown wavy hair. It's unclear if Jana is dating anyone today. It was reported that she was once linked to a pilot named Stephen Wisman. Photos of them looking close together have circulated online. However, things suddenly went silent between the two following Josh's conviction. But some Reddit users think there's a different reason as to why Jana remains single today. Fans think Jana has this syndrome. Some Counting On fans on Reddit discussed the possibility that Jana has a type of syndrome called eldest daughter syndrome, which is having an intense feeling of responsibility to the point where the person gives up their future for their younger siblings. Another study also states that a woman with such syndrome would experience becoming mentally mature enough to care for their younger siblings while not being capable of having their own children. My great-grandmother was the eldest of 14. She was so traumatized that she only ended up having one child herself, at age 35, which was ancient back then. I've heard of it. Emo, I think Jana is purposely staying at the TTH because not only is she one of Boob's flying monkeys, but also she doesn't want children nor get married as she's spent half of her life raising children. Jana is 34 now. She's spent way more than half her life raising kids at this point. By the time Josie turns 18, she'll have nearly 30 years of child rearing under her belt. Growing up with Jim, Bob, and Pest could very well have put Jana off the idea of having men around. I don't mean in a romantic or sexual way, but just wanting no men in her space because of what she's witnessed. Jana, I believe, is the smart one. She doesn't want to be a breeding machine. She's carefully waiting to be 40, then will marry and have no kids. Counting On. Fans think Jana Duggar is scared of pregnancy. Some Reddit users from a different thread also believe that Jana may be scared of pregnancy. According to the poster, there was an episode where the Duggars helped the Bates family extend their house. Jana later had a chat with Kelly Jo about childbirth, and she looked nauseated. Others agreed and recalled how disturbed the Counting On alum was during the conversation. I think that's a valid point and great perspective. That's a great point. I can definitely see that. Especially when you think about how many births she's had to witness from a young age. She was there for Jess's birth with Spurgeon, wasn't she? Because that looked rough. And Jana and Jill helped deliver Jubilee, which has got to be traumatic. If you are looking for more Duggar family news, come back to TB Shows Ace for all your updates. Counting On fans think Jana Duggar has DS syndrome. Jana Duggar, the eldest daughter of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, has long been a figure of intrigue for fans of 19 Kids and Counting On. As the oldest child in the Duggar family, Jana has spent much of her life helping raise her younger siblings, gaining a reputation for being responsible, hardworking, and selfless. However, in recent years, fans have begun to speculate about her personal life, particularly her relationship status. A growing number of Counting On viewers have noticed that Jana seems to face particular challenges in her day-to-day life, which has led some to wonder if she might have a condition known as oldest child syndrome, or even the more serious and often misunderstood adult child syndrome. These conditions are not officially recognized medical terms, but are commonly used to describe the emotional and psychological effects that often impact firstborn children in large families, particularly those who take on caregiving roles from a young age. In the Duggar family, where children are expected to help with chores, take responsibility for younger siblings, and follow strict guidelines, many fans have noted that Jana may have carried an exceptional burden as the oldest child. It's not uncommon for eldest siblings in large families to assume a role that requires them to be more mature, sometimes sacrificing their own childhood to care for others. This kind of responsibility, while important, can sometimes leave eldest children with emotional scars or challenges, including difficulties in forging their own path as they transition into adulthood. Jana, who has recently celebrated her 34th birthday, remains unmarried and has not yet begun a courtship, which has raised further questions among fans. In a family where courtships and weddings are a common focal point of public attention, many fans have wondered why Jana has not yet followed the same path as her younger siblings. Some speculate that it could be due to her deep commitment to family life, while others wonder if her role as the family caretaker has made it harder for her to pursue romantic relationships or her own personal goals. What is even more interesting is how often Jana is seen as the helpful older sister, never seeming to prioritize herself over the needs of others. This nurturing nature may have roots in what some fans are now referring to as oldest child syndrome. This phenomenon describes how firstborns often feel a pressure to be perfect and to take care of everyone else, sometimes at the expense of their own well-being and desires. For someone like Jana, whose entire upbringing involved taking on a parental-like role, the idea of living for her own dreams may feel foreign or even impossible. Fans have pointed to specific moments on Counting On where Jana appeared to be sacrificing her own desires to accommodate her family's needs. In one of the episodes, she was shown helping her younger siblings with everything from babysitting to managing family events. This has led viewers to believe that she may feel stuck in the perpetual role of helper, which could make it difficult for her to step out and assert her own individuality. Another layer to this speculation is the fact that Jana has often been depicted as being close to her father, Jim Bob Duggar, and it is possible that this relationship has, in some ways, kept her in the role of caretaker and nurturer. With the Duggar family's strict adherence to courtship and marriage as central tenets of their faith, the pressure to find a partner who fits these expectations could be weighing heavily on her. Despite the speculation, it is important to note that there has been no official confirmation from Jana herself regarding any mental health challenges. However, the theories about oldest child syndrome are part of a broader conversation about the emotional complexity that can come from growing up in a large family with strict rules and expectations. While the speculation surrounding Jana Duggar's life may continue, it is clear that her unique position within the Duggar family has shaped who she is today. Whether or not she struggles with oldest child syndrome, one thing is certain: Jana Duggar remains a beloved figure, and her fans are eager to see what the next chapter in her life will bring. Fans continue to hope that she will find the happiness and fulfillment she deserves, whether that's in a romantic relationship or by carving out her own path. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our Reality TV 24 channel and stay with us.